Hello everyone, my name is Moses and you are welcome to Stable Rock Farms. On today's episode, we are going to look at cheaper soybean alternatives for your chicken and pig feed. As you all know, soybean is a key component of your chicken and pig feed. Soybean has protein in it, and protein is very key to the well-being of your chicken and pigs. For others too, but for the purpose of this video, we're only specifically talking about chicken and pigs. So why are we looking for alternatives? As a farmer, you want to make profit, right? Now, if you're spending too much on your cost of feeding, then it becomes a project in futility, right? Why are you spending so much time, money, energy, resources, etc. on farming if you're not going to make a significant profit at the end of the day? Now, that is usually the case of many people when feeding of their animals is involved. They end up spending way too much money on cost of production and end up not making enough profit. So they feel discouraged. So that is where this video comes in. How do we source for alternative feeds that you feed to your animals, and at the end of the day, you make a decent profit and you're happy, right? So, what are these alternative feeds? Now, I will probably be mentioning a few, probably maybe 5, 6, or 7 or so, and I will try and discuss it in order of preference. So the very first one I'm talking about is going to be the most important, and then we'll go down the list. So these are options that we have tried on our farm. So there are many other options, but we are sticking to the ones we know. So we could probably talk about 10 plus alternatives, but we'll stick to just the ones we know so that we don't give you information that we haven't tried out, and you end up trying it and it doesn't work out for you as it's supposed to, right? So let's get right into it. The very first one we'll talk about are legumes. So as you know, soybean is a leguminous crop. It's a leguminous crop, and there are other sources of legumes that also provide the protein that your animal needs, such as beans, lentils, and the likes, right? So these are alternatives that can be fed to your chicken or poultry, right? So again, at the end of the day, you are trying to cut down your cost of feed. So whatever alternative you're going for definitely should be cheaper than your soybeans, right? You don't want to go for something that is more expensive and then whatever you gained. So again, make sure, just like the soybeans, you don't feed it to them raw. You toast it, or you boil it, or whatever it is that you need to do to get it to the level where it's comfortable for your chicken or pigs to consume. Obviously, crush it first before you go ahead and toast or steam or boil or whatever it is. When you're done, make sure it's well dried so that you don't end up causing another set of problems for your livestock, your animals, such as mold getting in their system. So yeah, as mentioned, the very first one is legumes. So the second option is your bone meal. Yeah, I think that should be the next important option to go with. Bone meal. So if you have watched my previous video about how we market some of our products, I'll probably leave a link somewhere in the description so that you can check out that video. You would know that we have a stand on in which we rent out to some people, some vendors, and they sell processed livestock. Now, do you know where I'm going with this? If they are selling processed livestock, that means there are going to be some byproducts such as bones, right? So they process cow, they process chicken, they process pigs, etc. Goats, sheep, whatever the case may be. They sell it, they barbecue it, they sell it as raw, they barbecue it, they fry it, they cook it, whatever it is they do, and then they sell, right? So most of the time, there are bones that are leftovers. Now, we collect these bones and it serves as an alternative source of protein and calcium for our pigs and fish, right? So, how does this work? You crush these bones, you boil it, get it to a level where it's comfortable to feed to your animals, and then voila, you've got an amazing source of protein for your chicken and pigs. We've talked about bone meal. We've talked about other forms of legumes. Oh yeah, we can talk about PKC, right? For those who don't know, PKC is that's palm kernel cake. So when you process your palm kernel, the fruit itself, when you extract the oil from it, you get your palm oil. What's left is PKC. If you watched one of our videos, you will notice, again, I will leave a link in the description. You'll see that PKC was one of the ingredients we used to mix our feed, right? So PKC is also a good alternative to go for with regards alternative for your soybeans. PKC is also good. So what else can we talk about? We can talk about fish meal. So fish meal is basically, again, if you watch that video, you notice that we had some silver fish in which we crushed and fed also to livestock. So that is an alternative for you to go for also. Another thing you can go for, again, with fish, just like I mentioned earlier, where I said we have stands in which people sell some of our products. What happens is, from our fish farm, these vendors get the fish, process it into barbecue or whatever the case may be, sell it to their clients. Most of the time, bones remain. We collect these bones, we add it to some of our own fish, and then we process it in a way that our livestock can be able to feed on, and we give it to them. What else we can look at? We have recently started experimenting on maggots, more specifically the black soldier larva. And honestly, we haven't done this long enough for me to recommend yet, but it's also a good option to go for if you can be able to. You should go for that. So so far I think these are the options I'm comfortable sharing for now. For example, you have some soybeans, but it's not enough, right? So you want to complement it with something else, right? So you go for maybe 20% soybeans, 5% fish meal, and 10% PKC, to make up your protein uh, ingredients for your feed. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, don't only serve them fish meal and you say, I've taken care of the protein needs of my pigs. Or serve them only PKC and you say, I've taken care of the protein needs of my uh, pigs, right? You should try to supplement it with one or two, so that, where one is lacking in some things, the other one makes up for it. But again, this is a conversation you should have with an expert before you go ahead and feed it to your animals, or you do some consultations with more people on YouTube, more people in your local vicinity. You should be in a group. You should treat your livestock as a business, so you should try to join associations next to you, within your locality, and then have these conversations where you try to see what different things you can supplement together to make up the protein needs of your pigs and your chicken. But I can tell you for certain, these 5 or 6 that I've mentioned would definitely make it to the list. So I think that should be it. I don't want this video to be too long, before it gets too boring. Please let me know in the comment section if you have other alternatives that you have explored on your farm and you feel that we should also. Also, let me know if you don't agree with anything on this list. Hey, we're all here to learn. We're trying to better our farms, better our livelihoods, so that we have a better future, basically. So I'm very, very open to ideas. If you have any questions for me, you want more explanation, you want me to go deep, further into a particular type of feed that I've mentioned here, please let me know. I'll be happy to do so. I think that should be it for now. Please like this video so that it can be recommended to more people. Why are we trying to do that? We're trying to grow this page so that we can also have a huge following here. So subscribe. We're a new channel and we're trying to spread our wings, basically. So a subscription from you will go a long way. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll hope to see you again soon. Bye.